Welcome to a super exciting edition of Inside Media Weekly. Let's just forget the introductions. The Otters are out.
Yeah, they're there. Look.
They're kind of.
This is pretty awesome, amazing news. Monterey.
And we have about 30 seconds with this.
They just
That's
got
pretty
fed,
amazing.
like seconds before we went on the air. It was an exciting time of otter feeding and.
Maybe the greatest Inside Media Weekly ever.
Whoa! And now, the Otters have sent us a message.
I'll
shut
shut
this
this off. Sorry.
He's coming out, or she is. I don't know.
Oh, that's an escapee.
Going
now.
for the door.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Ryan Boni. This is Kevin Bastos. This is Justin Pinto. Everybody's here.
Go.
Whole gang's here.
Let me go to the rundown. I just got it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I did not.
Mr. Boni actually sent and shared it with us as we were getting ready to go on.
Actually, I haven't sent it yet.
Oh no.
It'll be there for us to
Share it
peruse
right
later.
now.
We'll peruse it later.
So before I get to the first big story, Kevin, you want to talk about the Grammys?
I would.
Okay.
I watched them.
All of them?
From beginning
Let's
to
say
end.
yes. The
That's a
television
big
was
commitment.
on.
That's a big
I was in the
commitment.
room. I actually missed the first half hour. I was all disappointed. My wife said to
It
me,
started like at a weird time, I feel like.
7:30.
Yeah, it started
That
on
is a
a
weird
30.
time.
Yeah, my wife said, "Aren't we supposed to watch something?" And I was like, "Oh, you too? No, we met."
Oh, that U2 song that nobody really... It's
Um,
not the Grammys if U2 doesn't
I'm
sing a song.
I'm a big fan of U2. And
Apparently-
they
Didn't
were
Didn't they peak like
10
15
years ago. 10 years ago, easy. Well, there's All That You Can't Leave Behind. I thought was a great album, but totally disappointing. And I also have to say, I'm going to throw something really modern. You ready? SZA. Thought she was terrible.
I never heard of her until the Grammys.
I know. Did you watch her?
No, because I don't usually watch. I turn it on, and then I'm like, I don't know who these people are, and I turn it off.
By the way, 19.8 million viewers.
I heard it was one of the lowest ever. It was terrible. And I like Bruno Mars. I think the guy is talented. I think this album is his worst.
He was not the betting favorite.
I understand. He won everything.
Yes.
Everything.
I love the record of the year, album of the year. I don't understand the distinction at all between it. You know, it's like...
Maybe one is more for music and one is more for...
Is it one like just a song
used
and
to
one of his like
be-
the actual album
When they printed
something.
records, the record of the year was whatever
was on the record?
thing. So it could be a single, I believe, and it could be a single, it could be album, it could be whatever. It was the record of the year,
I got
and then
it.
you had the album and the song and stuff like that.
I got it. I
But
understand.
now that nothing's really
It's
Doesn't
so
matter.
confusing.
It's like two. It's like you win twice. You're welcome.
And then I was perusing the list of like total winners, and I was like, they never read all these categories last night.
Oh, no. There were like 20 on the air. That's it.
I mean, it is like
I ran through
the best Latin album, best European album.
But those at the commercial. They did those at 3:30 in the morning. Nobody cared. Oh, I have to say, let me...
Is it like the
They
Academy?
had
They do it at a
they had
separate
best
awards.
disco recording?
There's-
Did I see that right? Or is
It must be in the past. Can't be current.
No, the list was unbelievable. I didn't even get to
Is
the
this a
bottom of the list.
2018 winner?
Well, I was looking up
Good
categories.
gravy.
and
I didn't
it
get to
came
the
up.
bottom of the list before I gave up, and I was like, none of this makes sense anymore.
I can remember a Simpsons episode where a guy's like, "Oh, it's an award statue," and the guy goes, "Oh, it's only a Grammy," and he throws it in the garbage. I love those. Bruno Mars, awesome entertainer. Yeah, I thought he was on that night. Still don't like the album particularly much. It's okay.
Tony Bennett brings home an award
Who are we going to give it to
for
this year?
best traditional
Is
pop
Tony
album.
Bennett coming?
He's still
Tony
alive,
Bennett.
right?
Of course,
Tony
Tony
Bennett.
Bennett.
It's like Meryl Streep. Is she in a movie? Nominate her. She's good.
Kraftwerk took home best dance electronic album. I guess that would take the place of the old disco.
There's some crazy categories.
Yeah.
That's like...
Leonard Cohen.
Isn't it like
best
a,
rock
like
performance.
Isn't it like a Celtic or Celtic? I guess they pronounce it Celtic for music. There's like best Celtic album.
Mastodon wins best metal performance.
Best metal. A friend of mine
And
was complaining
surprise,
on
surprise,
Facebook.
Foo Fighters wins for best rock song.
No. He was complaining about the lack of attention toward metal albums, and I should put up, well, they won. He was comparing it to rap and something else, how they've become mainstream and metal just isn't. I was like, well, it's not 1987 anymore. That time has passed us.
The War on Drugs took best rock album. The National took best alternative music. Bruno Mars. Oh, hold on. Bruno
Everything.
Mars is back.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno.
The guy's an entertainer. He owns it. Like him.
It's like it's like the Return of the King.
It is.
It's like
It is.
You know what?
We haven't given anything
We
yet.
haven't given the
Here we
Bruno.
go.
He's
Here
been
we
so
go.
good for so long.
Here we go.
And then The Weeknd took best urban contemporary album. as opposed
versus-
to urban traditional or urban.
Isn't contemporary supposed to be for old people? Like contemporary, if I'm listening to a contemporary station, I'm listening to something my mother would listen to. She's okay. Like my mother-in-law has that station on her radio when she gets in the car.
And they have
There's a person there
with
with the Otters. Whoa!
Whoa, that otter got
Holy
on their
smokes! That was wild.
And then we got best rap sung performance.
Yes.
What does that mean?
We got to sing some of it.
But aren't all songs sung?
No,
I mean,
some are just rapped.
well, that's fine. Then it should just be best rap. Why would
Like,
it
I
be
don't think
rap?
There is a
Eminem-
best rap. There is a best rap
It says
song.
best rap / sung performance.
I think that's a different category. I think there's an actual best rap.
Would you
Well, the best
call
rap
Kid
song.
Rock a rap / singer?
Wow.
I mean, Eminem
Or is he all rock?
Ow, that's thrown. Oh, that was thrown down. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't
Eminem
know.
does not sing. He just raps.
Correct.
I don't. I turn on the Grammys just like I said, so I can feel old and not know when
that's good.
anybody is, and then go back to my what else is on.
It's good.
Oh,
Well done.
the NHL All-Star game is on tape delay. Okay, let's go back to that.
Did you tune in the Pro Bowl?
No, I did not.
That is perhaps the worst display
did not
of
make it to that.
sports.
Did not make
I heard the AFC came back, right?
Big
Won it in
comeback.
Who cares? Checking the betting line on that one or something.
Is Shakira still winning? Best Latin pop album?
There you go.
I don't know. I was underwhelmed
There
by
are
a few
a lot of
performers. Even I
categories.
thought Elton John with what is her name? Cyrus, Miley Cyrus.
What's-
I thought Elton John must be hating life right now because he's looking across and
Now, did Best American Roots song? Was that on the telecast, or was that one of the?
I don't remember.
And earlier,
I may have gone to the
Best-
restaurant.
Last night at the Grammy Technical Awards, we awarded all these other categories, and here they are.
Best
Even the
American
Oscars does that. Look, there's other stuff. We're not going to waste your time.
Best Americana album,
Very important.
and then you got Best Bluegrass and Traditional Blues,
Bluegrass.
Contemporary Blues,
Of course.
and then Folk and
That
Regional.
reminds me of my college roommate.
Best Regional Roots Music Album.
Junk. Trash. Garbage.
But then you get the Best World.
Can't get the
Music
ego if you don't get a Grammy, though. You got
All
to
right,
get the Grammy
I'm
sometime.
starting to regret bringing up the
I'm
Grammys
sorry.
for the show
Well,
today.
Lisa Loeb. Lisa Loeb wins Best Children's Album.
Ah.
30 years after she won for. Did she win? Didn't she? Win
I
back
don't
in,
know.
Best new artist.
I think
30 years
you're right.
later, she best children's album.
I wanna
she's
say
back.
She won something back in the 90s.
I'm sure she was on the radio. I'm familiar with her.
Grammy nominated. Maybe it was Best Album.
Otters are doing tricks right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry. We got a show to do. So,
Oh, Inside Media Weekly.
so
What'd you put on the agenda that you didn't share with us or shared with us
well,
after?
so the first big story, of course.
Of course.
Everybody wants to know what is going on with Goosebumps 2. And
I forgot there was Goosebumps 1.
and I got bad news for you that we're big fans of the first one. They may feature all new characters and cast.
no.
This is going to be Goosebumps 2 Slappy's Revenge. Jack Black doesn't appear as if he's coming back.
But he's in the picture.
Well, yeah, this is because he played R.L. Stein, of course, the creator of Goosebumps in the first.
I thought that was a great concept. I didn't watch the movie or anything, but
So, yeah. So,
this is the most media story you have.
The most important one
I
of the
wanted
week.
to do
Oh,
which
my.
is worse. I was going to bring it back, but I couldn't find a counter story for it. So, well, let's talk about, since, we're recording the show within the Pittsburgh vicinity. Let's talk about the big news that came out yesterday. Tom
heard it.
Hanks is going to star as
you hear
Mr.
this?
Rogers.
Did not hear this.
My wife heard this before me.
I saw there was some Fred Rogers on Twitter. I just saw Fred Rogers. I was just kind of going by fast. Maybe that was it.
Fair.
In the biopic called You Are My Friend. Now, I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of conflict and drama in this, but perhaps there will be. Don't
I
most
can imagine some things.
you think? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a man. He had a life. I'm sure people weren't thrilled about putting the show on.
I'm sure he had a disagreement with Mr. Tiger at some point.
Daniel Tiger. Son of a gun.
Come on, Tiggy.
Did you guys know, like, I'm going to ask this, when did you figure out that he did all the puppet voices?
Years.
Don't know.
Oh, it was way after.
Oh yeah, I had no idea when I was watching it all. Nope.
I'm way impressed by that.
King Friday was the only one that I thought was
Similar.
obvious in the beginning, because I think he even did a thing where he didn't he have
I did not watch all the Mr. Roger episodes. I remember a time of my life.
Are they on Netflix? Can we start at the beginning?
Oh my gosh. I can remember a time in my life when Mr. Rogers came on and not being happy anymore. Like, oh God.
You were angry with Mr. Rogers?
No, I want to say 7-year-old, not ecstatic to see Mr. Rogers pop on.
Okay.
After whatever else I was watching at the time.
You were okay with Sesame Street, though? Still?
Electric Company, I believe. Electric Company.
3-2-1 Contact?
Oh, that show was great. 3-2-1 Contact was amazing. I always got excited when the Bloodhound Gang came on.
I got the 3-2-1 Contact magazine, by the way.
So did I. They always focused on Star Wars.
I did not get it.
Well, I think
I
that may have been
appreciated
before
you.
your time.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's a good question. When did 3-2-1 Contact go off the air?
Wow.
That couldn't have lasted very long.
Inside Media, 1982. Electric Company wasn't on a very long stretch
1980
either.
to 1988. So it was on for 8 years.
It's a pretty good run.
I loved it.
And there's the Bloodhound Gang. Gets one of its...
Whenever there's trouble, they're there on the double. They're the Bloodhound Gang. Oh my gosh! I need to go back and watch those now. I would watch the Bloodhound.
I can't imagine. Maybe that's... I wonder
You can
who
find
owns
it somewhere, I'm
Seems
sure.
like every episode I watched was like the beginning of a 3-parter.
I have now
Never
decided,
went
though,
anywhere.
like, with all these rights and all these things and these different, like, if there's something you really like and it comes out for purchase, you need to buy it. And it's never like, well, I'll be able to find it online somewhere. Sometimes you just can't find stuff online all the time. It's on Netflix for now.
I'm starting to abandon. I'm getting rid of stuff, man. I'm selling.
Well, but if you really
No,
like
I need
it
your
and
help
you
on
really
selling stuff
want
too,
it,
by the way.
all right, I'll see what I can do.
By the way, the Sesame Workshop website has a 3-2-1 Contact archive in there.
I'm in.
Just so you know, though, if you do find it,
Uh-huh,
from 1980 to 84, it was recorded just in mono. And
Oh,
85 to 88, they went
blasted
stereo.
hate
Remember
it.
when the in stereo thing would come on at the beginning of every
Yes.
show? It was a big deal. Now we're really aging the show. But
if you haven't
Mr.
already.
Rogers,
You're welcome. If you've stuck
Tom-
with us this long, bless you.
Tom Hanks, a good pick for Mr. Rogers. I mean, he's about the only indestructible actor left, it feels like.
I can't imagine anyone more perfect. I mean, I'm trying to imagine if they'd cast, like, a cancerous thing. Harvey Weinstein presents Kevin Spacey as Mr. Rogers 3 years ago or something. Going in. That would be a
I don't know.
disaster.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty good. Wasn't he Disney? Didn't he play Walt
He
Disney?
played Walt Disney.
It was great. Did you see that film? Oh, Saving Mr. Banks? Brilliant. Brilliant film. But I think he's a great choice for someone so iconic. And again, it depends on how it's portrayed, where the source material comes from. I mean, I would expect his estate is relatively protective. They put out another show, right? Daniel Tiger?
Daniel
Tiger's
Tiger.
Last couple of years?
And the people who do Daniel Tiger also do Creative Galaxy
I'm not
on
familiar with that one.
Amazon Prime.
Okay. I mean, I'm hopeful it's going to be pretty good stuff. So, looking forward to it.
So you have to
As a
look for that.
non-Pittsburgher, I was not, a Mr. Rogers worshiper, but I can appreciate.
Speaking of appreciating, so, the Oscars, of course, were nominated, but more importantly than the Oscars is always
The Razzies?
the Razzie.
Far more interesting. I bet it will put up at least one movie that I liked.
Okay.
There it is, right there. boom.
Baywatch.
Right away.
Actually, was-
liked it. I'm so
There you go.
embarrassed to
We
say
scrolled
that.
down
Here, let's
to the first picture.
make that a
I thought
little
it was
bigger
funny.
there.
It's okay.
I did not hate the movie. I didn't.
So, of course, we're leading off with Worst Picture, Baywatch, the Emoji Movie, which, by the way, is my daughter's favorite.
I know. I've heard. I've heard. Does she watch any other movies?
No, not
Okay,
really. Well,
right.
she gets scared of all the other movies. but
In,
the
in
Emoji
a list
Movie
of one movies, it is
loves-
absolutely her favorite.
loves.
Let's see. I've seen I've seen Baywatch.
Okay.
And I've seen The Mummy. I've not seen The Last Night.
Is it really Transformers 17?
I think they're making that up.
I did not see 50 Shades Darker. I know nothing about those.
What is...
I don't. I've not seen them. Are you laughing at me? Camera operators are laughing at me. Students are laughing at me, Mr. Bond. Huh?
This
I think
is...
is this the first trilogy that ever been? I think all three have now been nominated for Razzies.
I-
It's like
is
another
this
one
the
came
third
out.
one? I'm
I
gonna
believe this
ask.
is the end.
I thought the one coming out this year is the last
That's the one that just came out.
one. No. It's coming out for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, there's another...
Yes.
Another one
See,
coming
coming out. Have yourself
So
a
wait,
curvy.
this is just last year's.
Right. This is the second one, I think.
Jeez. Oh, boy.
So there's a whole nother one coming out still.
Oh,
Um,
I know.
ugh, yikes.
I've not seen them. I don't know.
this
I know the person's named Gray.
this
You figure, really?
Yes.
Transformers, by the way, is actually number 5. In case you're keeping track, it's
Not
V in there?
it's the
17.
middle of the second trilogy of Transformers movies.
Is there another one Transformer coming?
Of course there is. Of course there is.
I didn't know the first 3 were a trilogy.
Well, I think it was one of those.
Loose.
After it's done, we're like, oh yeah.
Kids together. Optimus Prime.
this is,
Same actors.
Was last night? Did Mark Wahlberg come back for that, or was it?
I think he was in it.
There's only one
yes.
thing missing from making the Transformers great.
A story.
The Rock.
The Rock. I think The Rock needs to come in around. We joined Fast and Furious. What, 5?
I think it was 5.
5 or 6? I
think it was 5.
5.
I don't know. I think I've
So
seen
this
one
would be a
of
good
those.
time for
Maybe
him to
2.
kind of
Reinsert.
into-
Reboot it. He's ready to go.
Transformers reboot. Would you even notice?
No. Maybe I would, because it might actually be pretty good.
I have to.
And I always feel good that at least the worst actress category and worst actor category, I know all these people, as opposed to oftentimes, they're trying to, the Oscars,
So,
Katherine Heigl.
can you scroll up a little bit on the worst actor and actress?
Oh, well, this is actress.
Dakota Johnson in 50 Shades Darker.
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence, Tyler Perry.
I did not know until afterward that she was. Yeah, that's not nice, but Tyler Perry in worst actress. That's
And
a
Emma
little
Watson.
vile. I thought The Circle was pretty bad. I did see that. That was not awful, not unwatchable, but it was not good at all.
And then worst actor, of course, you have Tom Cruise, Johnny Depp, Jamie
Pirates of the
Dornan,
Caribbean 13.
Zac Efron, and
Pirates of the Caribbean 13. My wife actually said, should we put that on our Netflix queue to watch it? And I said, no, I don't think we've watched the last one. I don't know what number that is, but I really can't recollect. And I said, maybe we should go back all the way to the beginning and
Start
watch
over.
through those.
Just get through them all.
I don't know if I've watched them. I don't know.
I quit watching them a long time ago.
I think I watched or tried to watch the third one. I'm not sure.
Mark Wahlberg is back, I see, for the Transformers.
yes, and Daddy's Home.
And Daddy's Home, too. I thought the first one was funny. I
Daddy's
haven't seen
Home?
the second one.
I wanted to see the second one
So
because
did
I want
I.
to see Mel Gibson and John
Yeah.
Lithgow as the
Yeah.
dads. Actually, Mel Gibson gets a worst actor, a supporting actor, nom
that's
as we come up here for worst supporting
Back
actor.
to the awards table.
Yeah. I don't. And Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins in Transformers 17, The Last Night. And Collide. I don't even know what that is.
I
Movie.
I don't know what to say.
I like how they nominate him twice. He was terrible in this one and in this one.
Well, they're just saying
They're
he's the
also-
worst actor of the year.
Right.
So and
These
he's
are
already
both
worst
awful.
supporting an actor. Yeah.
Sorry. Worst job supporting. Kim Basinger was in
Yes.
50 Shades.
Apparently, and
Oh, is she the guy's mother
Goldie
or the
Hawn.
girl's mother?
I'm noticing a lot of the same movies here.
yes.
Well, Snatched for the first time. I saw that movie. Not good.
Okay.
Well,
Goldie
it's a
Hawn
Razzie.
was the
Razzie.
worst. Was she bad in it? Was she?
It was just not a good movie.
Okay.
Like, I think the actress, what is her name, the comedian, I think she's pretty funny, but I thought the movie was not funny. Just slow. Worst combo.
Yeah. So,
Oh, my gosh. Anything in 50 Shades Darker? I'm not
Yeah,
going to read
right.
that. Not going to read
any
that
two
aloud.
obnoxious emojis in the Emoji Movie. Johnny Depp and his worn out drunk routine. Pirates of the Caribbean 13.
Oh, my gosh.
Worst remake.
I think
feel like we
all
make
of
a ton
these could win.
remakes. I think we have a ton
Yeah.
of
Worst
remakes.
remake ripoff sequel.
And it's the same 5 movies. Oh, Boo 2, Medea, Halloween. Boo left so many loose ends that he needed to come back around to.
You know, talking about the
Close that
Razzies and
off.
the Academy Awards, I actually watched the worst movie of all time, supposedly.
What movie is that?
The Room. With the disaster artist is based on.
Oh, yeah.
I
What
actually
was that?
watched
Was it as bad as?
It is pretty terrible. It is so
Did you
disconnected.
make a purchase of this, or did you
No,
watch it online, or
no,
whatever?
My,
Okay.
no, my friend had it.
Okay.
It is so like the dialogue's terrible. Like apparently, like you're like, is this scene in focus? And then you're reading like the fan, and they're like, some scenes seem out of focus because nobody adjusted the camera, and it's just like literally like it is just so terrible. And now I cannot wait to see the disaster artist to see what could possibly what was going on.
I watched, related to worst movie, Mono's Hands of Fate or whatever. Have you seen that movie? Oh, that's the worst film they did on Mystery Science Theater 3000. That was similar kinds of painful.
It's just like it is like there's like dialogue, like the concept of time appears not to exist.
Oh.
Like you're like, did a day go by? Did 5 hours go by? Has 3 weeks gone by? Like we have no idea what's going on. The fact that like, and then you start reading about like Tommy Wiseau, like he doesn't say how old he is. He doesn't say where he's from.
Yeah.
Like they're like we think he's 62, but nobody can confirm. Like there's like he doesn't say, like nobody knows where did he get $6 million to make a movie and pay for it himself, to like put it, like he distributed the movie himself. Like it's like we're watching the credits. I'm like, well, at least he got a director of photography. And my friend's like, no, I read about this. He actually just put a different name because they didn't want to say Tommy Wiseau. So they just made up a name and put it in there.
They used to do that for some films. When the director didn't want to be named, they would put in some other name.
Alan Smithy.
Yes.
But it's just like he did everything. He was in the movie. He produced it. He directed it. He was like the cameraman. And like it was just like, oh, it was just. And then the guy who wrote the book was in the movie, but he actually did, like, Tommy Wiseau did another movie, like Homeless in America or something. And the guy did that movie with him again. Like, after this terrible movie, he said, let me do another movie with you. Then he wrote this book about the movie, which became The Disaster Artist.
Okay.
So it's just like, and now the movie is actually, like, profitable because it's become so popular all of a sudden. Like, it's so, but it's just like.
Where can you watch The Room? Now I'm darkly curious.
My friend had it on a USB. Like I'm sure he found it.
I think it's available. I believe it's.
I'm sure I'd have to pay for it in some way. I don't want to do that.
What's good is on IMDb, it's got 2 stars. It's
Wow.
not 1.
Wow.
Where can you watch it? That's because I read a lot about it. When Disaster Artist came out.
Yeah, my friend's very technical. Like he had we went away and he brought a mini projector, and he had put it on the mini projector. He's like, here we go. And I was like, all right, let's watch this terrible movie.
I'm equally surprised that your friend has a mini projector and the terrible movie that.
Oh yeah, no, he said I'm bringing the worst movie in America to watch.
All right, well, okay, there's something to do there. I can imagine a scenario that would be very fun.
By the way, Amazon has it on Blu-ray for $32.99.
It's almost Boni, Bastos. You almost. I'm
$11.99 on DVD.
Okay,
No.
Go DVD.
I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not supporting it financially in any way. Nothing. Like if I could put it on
Netflix.
right,
You could
I'm
probably
paying
get
for that
it.
already.
You get it for it. Oh yeah.
So, but not no.
And the original motion picture soundtrack is available for $5.99 on CD.
Which apparently Tommy Wiseau wrote a lot of the songs, or so Shazam told us.
What else is on the list of worst movies?
So
here?
you got worst
And again,
director.
we're throwing the same,
It's the same
5
movies.
movies out. Well,
Yeah.
Mother new, but worst screenplay, same 5 movies.
Well,
What
Mother
else?
was up for Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, it's the same movie.
But here's your nomination breakdown: Transformers 9, 50 Shades Darker 8, The Mummy 7, Baywatch 4, and The Emoji Movie 4. So I do have to ask, with The Mummy, is this going to be hurtful to they wanted to launch all of these monster
I heard
movies.
most of it's not going to happen again anyway.
Okay.
Did you see The Mummy?
This one?
Did you
Or
see
the-
Kong Skull Island?
Oh yeah, it was great.
I mean, Kong Skull Island is supposed to be the thing that was really supposed to like all tied. Wasn't that all supposed to be part of
In
the
theory,
big?
yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to come out.
I thought Kong Skull Island was great, and I thought
I just got it for Christmas on Blu-ray.
it was good. It was really good. I thought Mummy was not good. Not worst movie of the year, but not good. I think a lot of this just is lumping. Get rid of this garbage. I mean, I haven't seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but I can't imagine.
No,
it
they're
was
taking the big
worst
movies that were
movie of the
bombs
year.
and supposed to be, and they're
Right.
just
Right.
piling on it and just
Right.
They're trying to make their own name and their own money and their own
I got a lot of respect for Halle Berry showing up to collect that
Yeah.
one years ago. That was awesome.
And Sandra Bullock, I believe.
Oh, Sandra Bullock did too. Yeah,
on that.
much respect.
Maybe
for
Johnny
that.
Depp will this year if he wins.
I could see him doing that.
He needs some pub.
You're looking for any kind of positive publicity if you're in Hollywood and a man right now. Any.
Well, Johnny Depp's didn't he get sued still and bankrupt
Oh
and
yeah,
everything
he's a
else?
mess.
I mean,
He's a mess.
Well, he's basically doing these just to
get money.
pay off.
We'll pay off
Hey,
debts.
hey.
Payouts and
It's funny to me, like
divorce
he
too, right?
accumulates more debt as he goes through. Like, you know what? Now I think I'll marry someone and divorce them. Write a really bad prenuptial agreement. Just
We're out of time.
What?
We didn't even get to talk about, well, we will, real quick. Maze Runner bumps off The Rock.
Woo! Amazing.
Maze Runner with 24 million.
Maze Runner.
Jumanji's still number 2.
Perhaps.
It was number 2 at 16. Hostile is at
It might
10
jump
million.
back into number 1.
It could.
What's
This could be
coming
the
out this week,
Titanic
Boni?
thing where it's
Keep jumping back.
Is there anything new this week?
we have
I'm sure there's something.
Well, yeah.
Leprechaun 4 or something.
close Winchester. Have you seen?
What?
I've never even heard of it.
I've now seen while watching like shows with my daughter. It comes on. It's a horror movie that's coming out of some.
While watching shows with my daughter, a horror movie.
That's the worst.
Winchester
I'll be watching
came out.
ESPN and a horror movie comes on. I'm like, where's the remote? Quick, turn the volume down. Like, come on, ESPN. What are you doing to me?
So yeah, Winchester is the only thing really coming out in wide release.
It's a horror movie?
and it's Helen Mirren is in it, which is very strange. It's
Something tells me Jumanji may be surging again this
back
week.
at it. But then the week after is going to be 15-17 to Paris, which is the Clint Eastwood
that'll win.
movie, which
That'll
looks
win
pretty
some
good. 50 Shades Freed. We got Peter Rabbit and La Boda de Valentina. I don't speak Spanish, but apparently.
Yeah, you
We'll
know.
go romantic
Like a
comedy.
native.
All right. And then Black Panther, of course, will be the following week. And it all starts
Crushing
again.
everything.
And that's all the time we have on this edition of Inside Media Weekly. Thanks for joining us.